Yeah, $5,000 up for grabs for the winner. 20 cars enter, 1 car leaves. All of them will leave, but one of them leaves the winner.
A big winner.
Yes.
So it's a lot of money for drag racing.
It certainly is, and for one night, a couple of hours of racing, they could be taking home a very impressive prize that I'm sure many of them will be aiming for tonight.
Absolutely, and I know there's going to be some very competitive cars and some very competitive drivers here.
100%.
So it shall be interesting.
Yes. But before we head into the video, guys, make sure you head down below, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and consider becoming a member. Let's jump right into the action. Cash nights, which is an event you're throwing on.
Yeah, mate, just a bit of fun, just something simple, small, fast, cash, big cash.
Yeah, small number of entrants running it around, you know,
Yep.
bit street hardcore style.
Yeah, just knockout. So first round, there's no testing, no qualifying, just pressure's on.
Yep.
$5,000 to win.
Off the trailer or driving the gate.
Yep.
That was one of your things. They have to be street registered.
So just this one was street registered 275 radial.
Yep.
But we can change it for whatever anybody wants. Yep. That's the idea of the cash days, is that it could be anything. Doesn't matter what it is. We can race 10 cars, 40 cars. A guy today asked me about a gasser. We could do a gasser cash days. We can do anything. Doesn't matter. It's just fun.
Yeah, that's the whole plan of it. Just
Absolutely,
fun, and you know, then someone's going to take home a decent amount of prize money at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Now you've got the escort down here.
Van's here, yeah.
Yep. So you're hoping to take it home as well.
Of course. Everyone is. That's the whole point. Everyone that's coming has got to try and win.
Yep.
You've got to be here for a win. That's it.
Now, you had a decent run at Kenda or not?
No. So Kenda, we found a boost leak. So we had one slow pass, one fast, one slow, and we just took it home. And then the other day I found a boost leak. So I'm worried now that it may have had that boost leak for a while and we didn't know.
Yep.
So maybe tonight it'll make too much, but we'll see.
I guess you'll find out on the first pass.
We will find out.
Hey.
What's up, everyone? We're here.
Overtakers. We're here, you're there, you're not here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm. You are there.
Here? I'm here.
I'm here as well.
No, you're not here. That's the
no,
problem.
I'm not here.
But, we are back for another week of Overtaking Lane live and podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to all those podcast listeners. Right?
Yeah, let's do some shout outs in the chat, everyone.
Welcome to those that are here live in the chat.
Scotty S, Mad Cow Mark, Leeches, Will, how you going? Reaper Locks, Chris Young, Matty Crick, Johnny Skidpig, Trevor Smith, Nans in the chat, Dingus Malingus, Terry Hankins, Brendan South. He's scrolling up. Mum's in the chat. JRM Rob, how you going? James Bayless, g'day. I think that's everyone I can see in the chat so far. Roy, how you going? Gary Sparkplug Brad, g'day.
Welcome, guys. Yeah, here we are, another week chatting about cars and what's going on. You mentioned Johnny Skidpick. I watched a bit of YouTube the other day and I caught up on Johnny's last video up in Maryborough.
There you go. G'day, Paige. Stygian, g'day. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Unfortunately, UFO Sorcery Engineering cannot join this live. He is working hard on the Skyline Barra.
Long as he's working hard on the car, we'll forgive him.
Beck, g'day. And Johnny's son Lachlan, g'day. MGB Chuck as well. How you going?
G'day, mate. G'day. Good to see you. I was watching back a bit of
what was that, Roy? We're on the correct sides, Roy. Did you say? Let me just fix that for you.
I did think about that.
There we go, Roy. Is that better?
I was thinking he would notice that, but he did. I was watching back a bit of Sydney drag racing actually from last week, and watching some replays of the live streams, and sort of MG in the chat there, and a few others. So I didn't get to see it live, but had it playing in the background today while I was working actually. So
there you go.
Having a bit of a looky.
Bit of a live chat replay going on.
I did. Having a bit of a looky, having a look what's going on down there, because We're going to get down there and do some live streaming this year, don't we?
We do.
We'll have a few events
Yep.
to cover in Sydney. I think, should keep us busy. That's for sure. I think we'll have a few all over. We can't say all the events that we've got lined up. Some of them are still secret squirrel stuff. Other places outside of Sydney and that as well. So we'll wait and see where we go. But, I think we've got anything to mention in the way before we start the show, Tyler.
I will just Reaper Lux just commented about a video he sent me. I did watch that. That thing is like a work of art. It's impressive.
What
The
was this
Barra Skyline, a Haltech Heroes video.
Oh, okay. Pretty neat.
Yeah, very neat. It's just so tidy. It's done really nice. Carnage Burnout Car, g'day. How you going?
Yeah, so Tyler, you got all the slides lined up, the title screen, did you do that? What episode are we up to, Tyler?
126, I think. I don't have the title screen lined up.
No more. We
No.
haven't done that for so long, have we?
No.
But shout out to all the different things. Binder, don't forget the binder. Binder car care products still on the website. We've got the Schumacher gear.
Yep.
On the website, and certainly helping my cars that haven't been out much for a while. So the HJ and the VE definitely got the Schumacher gear on them.
Yep.
And we've got all that stuff over on the website. Right Lane Print and Media as well. Don't forget to get over there and give that a like.
1:40 a.m. over there for MGB Chuck.
Wow. Wow, mate. I'm rocking a new print. Yes, that's the Aussie Day, mate. Aussie Day. So we're giving one of those away over on the Facebook group too. So Overtaking Lane official Facebook group. There is some giveaways. On there.
Finishes up on the 31st, I believe.
Got till Monday on there.
Yep.
Post some. I don't know.
Post something and get your friends to like it.
As long as you got a picture and friends like it, then the most likes win. At the moment, the leader is on 6.
Yeah,
I think I had a look before the show. It was there was 6 likes. It's not we've got like 500 posts on the other one that doesn't have a prize.
Yeah.
But then we put another one up and said we're going to give a shirt away and a stubby holder. And nobody's realised that one. I think. So,
Huggy, g'day. Dad's Garage, g'day.
So it wouldn't take too much to win. At the moment, I think it's Steve Smith dressed up as Leo the Wanker, which is very Australian.
Yep.
At the drag racing in front of a Charger, and he's got about 6 likes over there. So
there you go. Yeah. Dang, g'day. How you going, mate?
Go dang. But mate. Where was I up to? I mentioned that finance my ride, and anything else? Is it
Overtaking Lane?
Overtaking Lane, of course. Right Lane, Print and Media. I think that's it. I think that's everything we do, isn't it?
Yep.
So, give us a shout on all those bits and pieces, and give us a follow. We appreciate that. Other than that, are we going to talk some stories?
Yes, we are going to talk some stories. First cab off the rank. I wanted to give a shout out to some other people as well, and the biggest news of the week, of course, came out. There we go on the screen here.
On the screen now.
Yep, 2022 Addictive Events dates. Of course, we got the road trip on May the 13th to 15th, the autumn edition.
Yep, but we'll be there.
Yep. Willowbank and Warwick to be confirmed. There's something special on July 22nd to the 24th. The date's there, but you don't know what it is. You'll find out soon. November 4th to the 6th is the road trip again. This time the spring edition, the same as it was last year as well. Road trip, this autumn edition one sold out in like 2 hours, I think.
Yes, it did. It was under 2 hours. Under 2
Yeah.
hours. Do not muck around. It's like you got to get in now. People.
Shane Kane, g'day. Dan Jazz as well. How you going?
Hey.
But you know the exciting news there, right at the bottom. December 10th, Addictive Events and Overtaking Lane, Xmas Bash at Willowbank.
We have teamed up. So for a little while now, we've talked about doing an event, haven't we, Tyler? But we really, other than we planned a Cars and Coffee and stuff, and that was right when the COVID stuff happened and that all died, right?
Yeah.
Then there was a lot of talk about us doing some sort of drag event, and we've been talking about it, but we're sort of I don't know, a bit slow to hit the go button on it because we don't want to do a crap event. Would that be fair to say, fella?
Yes. Yeah, and we sort of don't really even know where to start with it.
Yep.
You know, we didn't even really know where to start with trying to get a booking at the track.
Well, we knew we just had to bring them up, but
yeah, of course. But
but we hadn't done it. And we were just we didn't want to do an event unless it was right.
Yeah.
And of course we've been doing road trip for a while, and we've been involved with Mick from Addictive Events for now for a bit of time.
Yeah.
And we've done his events with him. We've done other events with him, and he knows how to run events, right?
Like he certainly does.
They run smoothly. Everything's there. There's there's all the things like your risk assessments, your insurances, and all that sort of behind the scenes stuff that we probably don't have the time to put the right effort into.
Yeah.
And we come up with a plan to do something together. And it's the start of something. We'll see where it ends up.
Yeah.
Definitely be the start of something.
Yeah. At drag racing, show and shine on as well. The prizes in the show and shine. So
there's going to be a bit of everything. There'll be more information to come. At the moment, it's a date holder, so you can get in early. You've got all this time. Many people may have to travel. They need to organise time off, stuff like that. But there's plenty of time. You've got 11 months now to don't leave it too long, but plan it now. Lock it in. Wait for that date. There will be something for everyone. There will be stuff for beginners. There'll be stuff for people in their dailies. There's stuff for race drag cars, like fully fledged. Top of the line. We'll have
Mechanical Dave. G'day.
Hey mate, there will be stuff for the show and shiners. There will be stuff for the cruisers. There's something for everybody, and there will be lots of prizes, lots of stuff. Beers afterwards. Everything will be there. So so lock in those dates. And after a full year of all the other events, you've got all the other events to get to, all the other addictive events, the road trips. You've got the Tender, Jambo, all the different stuff. We'll wait and see what's at Warwick. I think we're going to see a fair bit of no prep, Junga Bunga, all that sort of stuff happening as well.
Yeah.
We'll keep some events there.
G'day, Hoff. How you going?
Sydney and other places. G'day, Hoff. So there's plenty on this year. So it's going to be a very big, very full year.
Certainly is.
I think QDRC. There's heaps happening there. Street Series stuff at Willowbank. And then as I said, we see Warwick come back to life, and we'll see the no prep out there. We'll see
Dragfest road trip heading back out there.
Yeah, Dragfest. Dragfest, the big one. And then we'll see what happens with different events at Coralbin as well. There might be some sort of street events up there too.
Yeah. Dang Dang says, I'm all good. Would love to be on the road trip in May, but me and Juzzy got our first kid due on the 31st. Congratulations. Yeah, mate. That's pretty big. You better be there for that one. But there is plenty of others there. So definitely make sure you're in the mix. So can't complain with the amount of stuff that we'll have on. Hoff says what's happening. We're talking about the Addictive Events and Overtaking Lane Christmas Bash and all the other events going on this year as well.
Yeah, and that's not the there's more to come with what we'll do with the events. We've got some other bits and pieces talking to Mick about what we might be able to run
Mm-hmm.
at some of his road trips as well.
Yeah.
Alongside, just pending. We'll see how we go with that,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got some other ideas of some different events, something a little bit out of the ordinary. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see everybody out there for that in December. So that'll be like a big OTL Christmas party,
Mm-hmm.
addictive Christmas party as well, with racing, with shows, with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Will definitely be worth.
Can you bring carnage? You certainly can.
Yep. We'll find something there.
Dang says breaking news. Just got the okay to go to the OTL Chrissy Bash. There you go. Awesome stuff.
You're in. Good stuff. Yeah, set it up, get it up early, bloody book your accommodation, stay at the track, whatever we're going to do. I'll confirm about camping at track.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll work all that out, and there'll be more to come. But at the moment, lock that date away. Mel still wants to see Tweety Westmore on the drag strip.
Yeah, one day.
We might see that out there. We might see that out there too. There might be some dedicated Dave and Tyler grudge racing call out as well, hey?
Mm-hmm.
There'll be lots of track time too. So,
yeah. It's a full day, so.
Yep, be heaps on.
Mm-hmm.
Excited about that, Tyler?
I am.
Yeah?
Yes, very excited.
A long way away still for us, though, isn't it? We've got to plan it right, but there's so much other stuff in. All the dates are now out for Kenda as well.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Huggy says, anyone from Newey Way, I'll be heading up with a few empty seats.
Excellent. We've got Paul Johns at Newcastle.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, we'll make it happen.
Awesome, Scott. Good chance of him getting to the Chrissy Bash.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
Yeah. We want to talk some news stories and stuff too now.
Yeah. Well, that was the biggest news of the week, so everything else is a little bit smaller now.
Yeah. And the Integra, I've got to do something with the Integra. We might have to do something with it other than just leave it sit in the driveway. Or, I don't know what to do with that thing. I don't have any plans for the Integra, Tyler. I just got nothing, really.
Just need to sell it and get something else.
I think I do.
If you want something else, or just sit on the cash.
No, I think I do want something else. I think I don't know. I've been looking at options of something different to put a barrier into. Barrier and everything. I guess it's hard to find something different, but something different for me, I guess. Anyway, something with a barrier, I think might be the go-to. What do you reckon?
Yeah, why not? Easy power.
Yeah, I think it's the way. Like it's certainly. I think it's fairly easy power. I think
Scotty S says diesel swap it.
It's the only thing I would do with the Integra would be to just throw a kit on it, an eBay kit, and throw some boost at it, and a Honda, but I don't know. There's no real passion for what it would end up. I don't. I could throw a couple of grand at it and see where it go, and it'd be a quick front wheel drive car, but it's not something I'd be that excited about. I don't know. What do you reckon, Ty?
I don't know. I don't mind it. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Especially if we boosted it.
Yeah. Like you certainly could. There's plenty of stuff out there. There's plenty of Civic kits and stuff that'll just bolt straight into it. Isn't there? So, no, I'm not totally sold on it. So I think I I'm always looking at different things to maybe drop a barra into. The other thing we really need to get something to tow some cars around as well, because we drive to all the events, but it comes a point in time where you may need to actually tow some of these cars.
Yeah.
And so I've been looking at different tow vehicles, and it's a price, a lot of money adds up.
It does.
Adds up real quick. So I thought maybe a Land Cruiser Ute,
Mhm.
maybe So it's either that or a Ranger. You want to go dual cab, I think, both 3.5 ton towing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, am I getting too off track for you?
Maybe.
Just general conversation here, man. Just general.
Scotty S says a quick front-wheel drive car, but still a front-wheel drive car
Yeah,
with crying face.
never been a big front wheel drive car fan, so swap the Integra for a Falcon with a Barra. Yeah, that's right, pal. Yeah, that's one way to do a Barra swap with it. BA Barra, AU intake.
Dan Jazz says sell the Integra to the Mighty Car Mod boys and watch the values double.
It would. Just need them to decide they want one. Barra patrols are becoming popular these days, but then I've sort of got a tow vehicle and a Barra. It's in the wrong mix there. Not a good, not good for taking down the drag strip. There's a bit of an issue with the patrol and the aerodynamic properties of that. The OTL Mac Titan, wouldn't that be cool? So, Zuzu 300 short. Like a NPR 300, Roy. Anyway.
Dang Dang says if you buy a Ranger, you need a backwards hat, 6-inch lift, and a twin jet ski trailer.
I always wear my hat backwards when no one's looking.
Saudi says F350 ramp truck with a Barra.
Yeah, there was there's one for sale. There's one for sale, and the ramp trucks are very hard to come across. In Australia, there's not many of them, but there is one for sale. I should go and have a look at it, but it has, I think it's got a V8 in. I can't remember. It's I can't remember if that's a Ford or a Chev. So there is a Beaver Tail Ford F350, I think, or 250 with a big block in it. So for about 22 grand.
There you go.
Pink and purple though. Don't know about that. The only
Might
thing
not be good on fuel mileage.
No, the thing with the ramp truck, good for carting the cars around, but I don't know whether it'd be much good for we've got to have the camera gear and all that sort of stuff as well, right? Well, might just have to have two vehicles.
You just load the car up with the camera gear.
Oh, the car on the back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, could do. Yeah, I suppose we could still get a bit in the Ute, even if because it's got the hard lid. Okay.
Mopar man, g'day.
I did a search on car sales the other night. I thought, I just wonder what's on car sales. Just every car under $3,000. See if there's anything there that catches my eye. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's
How many AUs?
There was about 3 or 4. That was probably was probably the best thing that was on.
Probably would have been like 60 or 70 a few years ago.
Yeah, they were probably the best. That would have been what I would have bought out of everything on there. Yeah,
there you go. That's saying something because you You're not an AU fan.
No, that was everything else was terrible. So I didn't find anything on there at all worth it. So
Shane Kane says hit the full boost guys up. I think they were selling a F truck ramp truck.
oh really? They had one. That's the one they did the Raptor liner and stuff a while back. I watched their vids for a while. Yeah. All right, we'll move on to your stories, Tyler. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're just general conversation. Everyone enjoys a bit of general conversation.
I never
I
said
think they
there was
do
anything
anyway.
wrong
Maybe
with
they'll say no, they don't. But
it. All right. Well, we're talking about Ford Falcon GT here.
okay, I need to get the right story.
Taylor, g'day. How you going? Says don't mind an AU these days. Now I've seen some fatties.
What do we got? We got
We got a Ford Falcon GT
I saw something on this.
with some cops behind it.
Yeah.
So it's been seized at Bathurst and impounded.
He's had a crack around the track.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. So a post that was published on the New South Wales Police and Traffic and Highway Patrol Command page on Facebook said police received a phone call from a member of the public advising that a green Ford Falcon with no registration plates was driving at excessive speed and on the incorrect side of the roadway on Mountain Straight, Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Police attached to Bathurst Highway Patrol were already conducting speed enforcement on Mount Panorama at this time and quickly acknowledged the job. Within moments, police observed the green XY Ford Falcon with no registration plates driving at high speed on Conrod Straight. He was checked at 125 kilometres an hour. Conrod's normally 60k an hour speed limit when it's not under racing conditions. Police stopped the vehicle and spoke with the driver. The 49-year-old Sydney man was breath tested, which returned a negative result. But it was, however, identified that he was a suspended driver as he had been caught drink driving by the police 2 weeks earlier. The vehicle was unregistered. The driver told the police that he had imported it from South Africa. He had picked it up in Melbourne a few days prior and was driving it back home to Sydney. When asked why he didn't have an unregistered vehicle permit, the driver stated that they were closed. When the man was asked about his manner of driving at excessive speed, he replied, "I'm just doing a reenactment."
Bathurst. I don't blame the guy. Come on.
Police impounded the XY Falcon for 3 months due to the excessive speed. The man was issued with a field court attendance notice to appear at the Bathurst local court in March 2022 for the offence of driving while suspended. He was issued penalty notices for the offences of exceeding the speed by more than 45 k's an hour and using an unregistered and uninsured vehicle.
I feel for the guy. I can't say that I could not drive. Look, which picture have you got of this, Tyler? Is it the cop car and the sitting there behind him on the straight?
Yeah.
I cannot look. There's nobody about. It's like an empty racetrack. You know, how could you not give it a squirt down there?
Reaper Lux says, "What a tool." Brendan South says, "How's this fool's form?" Scotty S says, "Karen's phone should it be impounded?" Tay says, "Can't tell if he's a legend or a dickhead."
It's one of those things, right? Like I don't know. I feel for the guy. I can't say that I would not have done something like that. Like
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, don't. All right, but Bathurst cruising through there. The
Matty Crick says 3 months free storage.
They must sit out there and do it all the time, right?
Yeah, I imagine so.
They must be out there looking for people all the time. So there you go. There you go.
Trev said putting on their lights after losing. Roy says they should open up Bathurst on the weekends and run it like the Nurburgring.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
I just think I'm like Forza or something, you know. I feel for the guy.
Mm.
What's it fine? $7,000.
Yep. Because he's unregistered and uninsured as well.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was probably.
And also no license.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, $3,300 for no license as well.
It's really asking for trouble if you go do it then in an uninsured, unregistered vehicle while you're unlicensed.
Yeah.
that is definitely asking for it. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Got anything else, mate? Anything else on that?
Nah, not on that one.
Does say there was some commenters defending his actions, a bit like me, I guess, and then
there was some saying, send it to the police auction and let me know the date.
I bet they were, and another saying there is.
Daniel Ward says the speeding is this. Daniel Ward says the speeding is kind of understandable. It's very hard to resist there, but the no license and rego, come on.
Yeah, that's where he went bad. He did, yeah. That was asking for trouble. So, but it would.
See you, Carnage.
Yeah, mate. It would have to be a bit difficult not to give it a little bit of stick.
Mm.
Interesting. Just looking at the other photos on that story, Tyler, are the pictures of the radar gun. They have a rain button on it.
There you go.
Did you see that?
I did do now.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not sure what that does.
Alrighty, on to the next one.
Okay.
Well, it's another police story. It's a bit of Australia Day road safety blitz. Down in Victoria. Victorian police ramp up the use of number plate recognition tech during the high-risk holiday period. Victoria is employing its new automatic number plate recognition technology, targeting motorists who should not be on the road due to license suspension or disqualification. Unregistered or stolen vehicles, as well as those carrying fraudulent number plates, are also high on VicPol's radar as part of Operation Amity, which kicked off this morning. The Victorian Blitz comes with the announcement that every highway patrol vehicle in the state will now be fitted with ANPR software, which can automatically scan vehicle number plates and match them to a database of vehicles of interest. An in-car video that records roadside interactions is also part of the new gear, which is able to be used in court as evidence. According to VicPol, the roof-mounted plate recognition technology is already in use in police cars across the country, although the number of vehicles fitted with the ANPR system varies in each state and territory. As with New South Wales Police...
I thought they had this sort of stuff for quite some time. I thought a lot of police cars had that.
Yeah, they've had it for quite a while, but they're upping the usage of it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
As with New South Wales Police, VicPol says motorists should also expect a heavier presence of roadside alcohol and drug testing stations across the Australia Day holiday period. The upgrade to the state's highway patrol fleet is said to have come after a 10-day Christmas operation found more than 1,700 motorists who were disqualified, suspended, unlicensed, or driving unregistered vehicles.
I thought you were getting the punctuation slightly in the wrong spot there, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make sure you got the pause in your sentence in the right spot there when you talk about there was plenty of roadside alcohol and drugs tested.
There was a heavier presence of roadside alcohol and drug testing stations across the Australia Day holiday period.
I thought there was a bit of a pause as I was listening to you there. Testing stations. Yeah, okay. Big blitz.
Yep.
I don't have much on it.
Yeah, no. I just thought I'd mention it. I figure Australia Day is one of those ones where they probably pick up a lot of drink drivers.
Yeah.
Tay says they need up RBTs in general. I haven't been through one in over 10 years.
I don't remember the last time I went through one.
Road trip 2020.
Up for a period.
Road trip
Oh, yeah,
2020
road
we went through one.
Yeah, road trip. That's right.
Yep.
Pulled up that morning.
Mhm. After the
had
Saturday night.
I think I blew 0-0.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So
At least that's what he told you.
yeah, he said you're all good. 0, mate. And then he pulled Greg over and he said, "What's that sticking out the bonnet?" And he said, "Nothing." And he went, "Oh, okay." Did he's like Jedi mind trick? Nothing.
Roy says I helped invent that system at Huntingwood.
I like that he said got caught driving unregistered 6 times in one day.
He also said that's why the highway patrol only needs one driver.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. All right, move on. What else we got? Something not
police related. Bugatti. Talking
Bugatti related.
Bugatti. Yep. Bugatti Chiron. The successor to it. Guess what's happening with the motor?
Electric?
No, it's retaining petrol power.
Ah.
I thought I'd put this. I thought. Well, you could have read the story, but I thought I'd put this one in there because we've done a million stories saying this car that's been a petrol car for so long is now becoming an electric one.
I
thought I'd put this in because.
Aren't you glad I didn't read the story because you were fishing for that exact response from me.
I was.
If I had read it, I would have ruined it. I would have ruined it for you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, despite joining forces with the Croatian electric hypercar maker Rimac, Bugatti says it has not given up on petrol power with hybrid tech to provide a stay of execution until the next decade. The question, though, still remains is will it be the quad-turbo W16?
Okay. And what's Rimac's involvement then? Because they're all electric cars, right?
Yes. So Bugatti Rimac CEO Mate Rimac suggests that a new Bugatti supercar was being developed to succeed the current Chiron and that it will retain an internal combustion engine rather than making the previously anticipated switch to electric power. There is a future for combustion engines in Bugatti, Mate Rimac said. I don't want to talk much about future plans yet, but I can tell you you'll be astonished. You'll be especially astonished by the features which have not yet been seen on any other car, and I am pushing also for a combustion engine.
Okay. I'm at a loss. Features
UFO, g'day. You made it.
Hey. Yeah.
Gary Smith, how you going?
Hey. So why do we need sanctioning drag racing bodies in Australia? Gary, I like the question. I don't have an answer for it. But I think that
it's around insurance, isn't it? It would be. That would be my guess. I don't know. Do they even provide you an insurance?
They do. So tracks are insured under ANDRA or IHRA, and that's why you're
or races in the terms of.
But then there's other tracks under other ones like races. So, which is not a it's different. Races is not a sanctioning body like those. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty valid question.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I'm not necessarily sure.
Open it up in the chat if anyone's got any thoughts on that.
Scotty S says we don't.
No, I don't think we do, and it does make it difficult. We've got at the moment a situation, I think, in Sydney where that some of the events are under one body and others are under another.
Yeah,
so,
and it does make it hard if you're someone who wants to race multiple tracks. For example, if you wanted to go up north and hit Banaraby, and you're normally a racer that goes to Willowbank, or you go to Warwick, and you've got to maintain 2 different licenses. Then
it's just more cost, right?
Yeah,
definitely more cost. So, we race a lot under the races licensing,
don't
we? So we do. a lot of stuff at track on QR events or Lakeside, which is all under races. Warwick drag race.
Yep.
We go out there and race under races.
Road trip events as well.
Road trip events.
If you are a tech car, though, you do race under IHRA at Willowbank.
Yes. So, yeah. It is very difficult. Makes it difficult for the racer. It makes it confusing, I think. But yeah, I'm certainly no expert on it.
Saudi says so that they can argue and fight with each other.
Seems that way.
Gary Smith says I race at Mackay, but have to get a separate license and tech to race at Banaraby.
There you go.
See you, Brad.
See you, mate. So we got Palmyra and Banaraby are two different as well. Which is which there?
I'm guessing Palmyra is IHRA, and then Banaraby would be Andra.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure Banaraby is Andra from memory, from when there was talk of going there last year. But I haven't raced. I haven't raced at either of those tracks. So
Scotty S says it happened with Cams and AAA or whatever they called themselves because they got sick of Cam's ridiculous rules.
Yeah, well, that's other. You don't have to have races.
Motorsport Australia, I think, is what they are now. I think
there's all different options there that could be involved in the drag racing side of things as well. So, gets confusing.
Yeah.
Eastern Creek prices and rules only promote street racing. I don't know what their prices are like. Actually, I haven't seen.
Johnny says it's bad enough with the sprints and burnouts too. Races for some Cams/Motorsports Australia and Speedway Australia as well.
It gets very confusing if they've all got different rules. I think that's what makes it hard.
Yes. Well, it's also painful if you're paying, like, maybe you race at all these different tracks, like for example Johnny does, and you've got to get 5 or 6 different licenses. It adds up your cost.
It's just more and more money, right? Yeah. Gary, it is. Yeah, that's about right. Andrew and IHRA. Yeah, there you go. So, and
John Lee says the old divide and destroy. Is Australia drag racing big enough to sustain both?
Andrew, I think, is a bit slower, like as in you cut off from memory, Tyler.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
Go a bit faster. G'day, Dane. Good to see you, mate.
G'day, Dane. How you going?
Get over there, guys, and check out Dane, the corn-fed boost. That I've never been a fan of the V6, but there's a couple. There's 2 I like. Dane's is one because it's quick, and he's got that thing very fast, and it'll destroy anything I've got. So I can't make fun of his at all. And there's another guy, RJ. Tyler, you would know RJ. I point him out. He's got a V6 Commodore that actually I don't know how much power he's got. But he's done a fair bit of work to it, but it sounds great. And I've never liked the sound of Mang until I heard his and went, "Damn, that sounds good."
There you go.
Yeah. So,
Gary says IHRA is aiming at faster cutoffs for the classes.
But no, it's a good topic. It's a good topic. It'll be. I wonder who we could get to really open that up. We need some actual people from the tracks to talk about that sort of stuff, maybe in a future episode, Tom. All right. Back to our Bugatti story. I have no idea what they would be putting in it. That's something we've never seen in any other cars before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, should they put something? Should they put us? Should they put us? I'll go now. I'll go. All right. Is that all right?
Yeah, have a go.
Should a smaller engine and electrified power system be fitted, it's unlikely that the performance would take a step back compared with the outgoing Chiron, which develops 1103 kilowatts and 1600 newton meters of torque in standard form.
Impressive numbers. All right. It's certainly more than we'll ever afford, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Hey?
Yep.
What are they worth?
In the millions.
Yes. More than we'll ever afford, more than we'll ever. I don't think we'll ever see one, will we?
No, probably, maybe not.
I can't think of. I can't even think of any getting around Australia. Hey?
Here, have a look.
Like, there's
There
a few
are
other.
3 rumoured Chirons to be in Australia.
There you go.
And they cost an approximate US $5 million.
US $5 million.
So 7 million Australian. And then you probably got to attack on luxury car tax. You're probably looking at like 10 mil by the time you import it and whatnot.
That's just stupid. They want to see something that you've never seen in anything before. It'd have to be very impressive. Tyler, I've just looked at the next story.
Mm-hmm.
You
mean this one that I'm putting up on the screen?
Did you put this in here because you've actually got a bit of a soft spot for these things, don't you?
I love these things. I love one.
You like them?
Yeah.
This is your go-to electric car.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. If I was to get an electric car
Tesla
as a daily, I'd be going a Honda E. This would be the one. I reckon they just look cool.
I'm going to kill you in my Tesla.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm only driving to work. Yep.
No track days in your Honda E.
No. But this one here, they've toughened it up a bit. They've given it a motorsport style body kit. They gave it a bit of a wide body treatment there.
Looks all right.
It does.
And this is why you like it. You think it looks cool for a little car. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And now wide body, you'd be like profit over it even more, mate.
Yeah. So there's a company over there, over somewhere. Let me try and work out where they are. Innovative.
Well, Japan, Japan's where the Honda E electric car.
Well,
from.
I'm not sure if these guys are in the same place.
No,
they are one Japanese tuning firm. There you go.
Second sentence of the story there.
Yep. I was looking at their Instagram and trying to work out if they had a business from that. So this is actually something that they've created. This isn't just this isn't just a concept image.
Okay.
Let me bring up the other photo. This is it in the workshop being worked on and being molded into shape.
There's
Shane says, imagine the good cars you could buy with that cash. Talking, I'm assuming about the cost of the Bugatti.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking and check out McFry's latest roll racing vid. Yeah, I have seen that, and that guy, he can drive that thing, can't he? Definitely can drive.
Reaper Lux says street cred. Exactly. I have all the street cred in my Honda E.
And Dad's garage said he's seen 2. Both in Rodeo Drive in LA.
There you go.
So we've everything that's gone on the last few years. We've the whole America trip died, didn't it, for us?
Yep. It might happen in the future. Still, there is definitely plans.
Definitely want to do a trip to the States. I'd like to do a trip to the States and to Japan. Actually, would be the other place.
Yep. I think Japan is a little bit cheaper.
That would be more achievable for us.
Yeah. And there's a lot of cool stuff we could do over there in terms of car stuff. There's you can rent GTRs and go on a mountain drive. on
Oh,
them.
can you?
in-
Okay,
yeah.
that sounds a bit more fun than racing the Mario Karts through the city, doesn't it? Do that. You dress up like Mario and race the go karts through the city.
Yeah, we could do that. We could.
I'm pretty
we
cool
could-
to go rent
we could-
the cars to the mountain runs. That sounds better.
We could, if we worked it out in advance, maybe we bought a car in Japan if we had enough money at the time and went drifting in it.
Do something different. You reckon? Definitely, yeah. Japan and the States definitely my go-to. Want to do.
Dane says, Japan is great, definitely going back ASAP. And he says, haha, yeah, just don't break the GTR like I did.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. A lot of ridiculous restrictions right now, says Trev as well. So
Yeah.
there you go. So what do you get out of the Honda E? So we got all this.
You get a rear wheel drive, 35.5 kilowatt hour battery pack, 220 kilometers of range. So not a huge amount of range. It is only meant for city driving.
And it does. I assume by 35.5 kilowatt battery pack. That
Kilowatt hour.
Kilowatt hour. That's not how many kilowatts it has. It's
No.
not 35
No, it
kilowatts.
doesn't. It doesn't mention how much power it has in this ad. In this news story.
Lot.
No, I wouldn't
It's not
imagine.
a car.
No, it's not.
could be.
It's not aimed to be a performance vehicle. This one
It could very well be 35 kilowatts.
could be
That's
113 kilowatts.
113. There you go. Oh, it's more than the Mirage, mate.
It's double the Mirage, basically. Nearly, probably double what it has right now.
It's pretty quick, eh?
0 to 100 in 8.3 seconds.
There you go. But like any electric car, it's probably expensive.
Yes, probably. No announced price in Australia because they're not actually here yet. So
Honda E's at all?
Honda E's at all.
Still no. They've been out for a while too.
Yeah. It was announced a while back that they weren't coming to Australia, but there's they don't currently have any plans to bring them to Australia either.
Yeah,
apparently, there you go. Apparently, a few examples have reached local shores through private imports. So you could privately import one if you wanted.
Matty says mullet looks longer than my beard now. Might be.
Cornfed says, got a little happy with the clutch foot up in the mountains and broke the front tail shaft uni. Have a vid about it, but it's old and I wasn't great at filming back then.
We'll have to watch it one day though. Tyler keeps threatening to cut me mullet off.
I will. I'll get it. And if the people get behind it, then I'll they.
What do you want everyone to encourage you to cut the mullet off?
Yeah. Maybe they need to encourage you.
Well,
and we can just shave it off.
I'll set a donation limit. Right? I'll set a donation limit. If we hit that, then chop it off on the show.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll have to check that one out later, Chris. All right. From next week, you think about your limit. Next week we'll set the goal. So everyone save your money this week. Next week.
I could be in trouble. Yes. I don't know what to say, Tyler. We might be in trouble. Well, I might be.
I'll be fine.
I don't know about this. Let's move on, Tyler. Let's move on to another story. Maybe we not liking where this is sidetracking to.
Well, how about the HSV Maloo GDSR W1?
Well, it would look silly in one of those without me mullet.
Oh, you gonna buy it?
I was thinking about
It's been listed for sale for 1.5 million.
That's about when I stopped thinking about it, when I found out what it was worth. Up until then, I was like, "Yeah, I'd like a yellow ute." Oh, that's right. They're worth a lot of money.
Yep. It's the sole pale yellow example. It's got just 19 kilometres on the clock, and it's been listed in the online classifieds website with an asking price of $1.5 million.
So this is after the auction reached $1 million for one of these.
1.15 million. This one went for at auction.
Oh, that was this
last
one.
year. Last year, yep.
Oh, this is the one that LMTC bought. Is it?
I think they bought a red one. Didn't they buy a red one? I think, or did they buy both? I don't know.
White one. I did buy one to put on up on one of their raffles.
So the pale yellow HSV GTSR Maloo W1 was originally purchased from HSV by a Queensland property developer who was one of Australia's biggest HSV collectors. Last year, he sold the pale yellow HSV Maloo GTSR W1 along with a pale yellow HSV GTSR W1 sedan and build number one of the 1996 HSV GTSR sedan for an undisclosed sum in a private sale. The three vehicles are now in the process of being split up. While the 96 HSV GTSR sedan sold for $1 million, not including the auction fee last year, the pale yellow Maloo and the pale yellow sedan, both of which were painted off-site in a special arrangement with HSV, are now for sale online in separate listings. The sedan has an asking price of $800,000 and the ute has an asking price of $1.5 million. And if the figure can be verified, it will set a new record for the amount paid for an Australian-made Holden road car.
Yeah, right. Okay. It's massive, massive dollars.
Crazy Van's dad, g'day.
I did think I
Corn
was
fed's
safe.
going. Have a good night.
See you, mate. Dan. I did think I was safe and you didn't get too many comments about.
Matty Crick says, righto, Tyler, what's the target?
Yeah, I spotted that. Other than that, I thought.
Mark Biffin, g'day, how you going?
Go Biffo.
But yeah, massive money. It won't break the unofficial record price paid for an Australian-made road car is believed to be $1.75 million for a 1972 Ford Falcon XA GTHO Phase 4, though the figure cannot be verified as it was a private sale.
Right. Okay.
That's the unofficial record, that one.
And they're not saying. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's really only you're a collector if you're buying it for that sort of coin.
It's a lot of money for a Commodore Ute.
It is.
It's not a Commodore Ute, or no. It's still.
Paul Simon says, "Grow the mullet. Go in the mullet comp at Summer Nats next year."
It's too much competition for that, mate. Jeez, that's a hell of a lot of competition there for that one. Pretty tough. I had that playing today. A bit of the Summer Nats footage on the YouTube background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so much money, Tyler.
It is. It's massive dollars.
Like they were when they were released, like they were going up in value then. But yeah, it's hard to. I'm a Holden man, and I own a Holden Ute, but I find it hard to see the value in them.
Yeah.
Just as a collector, I guess that's what it is. Like you said, that's where the value is. It's just as a collector, as an investment.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that concept.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, and I don't know about any of you guys out there, but I struggle with that concept. I like to think that my car's worth more and it's appreciating because it's always good because I grew up knowing that a car was a depreciable asset, and that's nothing. Every car depreciated. That's what you always expected to lose money on cars. But now they seem to appreciate for the right cars.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them as an investment. I see them as something to enjoy. So it's just the way I see it differently, I guess, to the
Yep.
people that would buy that and put it in the shed and want to keep it and
Mhm.
store it. I would like to do things in my car, like
Yep. Dang Dang
Yeah.
says sell your HD tonner for a bargain of 120k. Just spent 6k on getting her roadworthy.
wow. It's
Scotty S says cars just don't do it for me. I would be too scared to use them.
yeah,
Matty
it's,
Crick says 1.5 mil, no way.
you know, and there's people out there that would love to just have it parked up in their collection, and they enjoy it by looking at it, I guess, and knowing that they own it.
Dang Dang
Everyone's
says
different
these are
in their
clearly
own.
jokes. I only buy cars, never sell them. Shane Sermon, g'day, how you going? Says as long as you're appreciating it.
Yep. Yeah. I think everyone has their difference, right? Like
Mhm.
that's it. But yeah, for me, I'd like to enjoy it and get out and yeah, go and enjoy it myself. But and I know I don't drive my cars out every weekend and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
I'm one to talk as well. But still, when I want to drive it, I want to drive it,
Mhm.
and I don't want to think, oh, I can't.
Yeah, you can't. I
Mark.
can't put K's on that.
Yeah, can't put K's on it. That'd be. I don't even think about that.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
There's mum. Mum says I'd rather drive them than not leave them in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So we'll see what it sells for, mate.
Mhm. Danjo says all the XY Falcons were just a taxi. The guys around the time saw them as shitboxes they are. Commodores will have their day.
Yeah, mind you, I wouldn't mind an XY Falcon.
Mm.
That's one Ford I'd would really like to own.
Yeah.
But yeah, it even doesn't matter. They're all expensive these days, aren't they? Any old Aussie muscle's expensive.
Mhm.
All right.
Garage
Next one.
AU says I feel like that about my Supra.
Well, they're getting so bloody pricey too now, right?
Yeah.
Everything goes up, but I guess never used to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty sure Skylines were cheap once, Tyler.
Yes, especially 33s. Maybe like
33s were.
maybe like 5 or 10 years ago, you could probably buy them for like a couple $1,000 if that. They were like cheap as AU Falcons were.
Even when you bought it, like it was still worth a bit, but it was sort of like, oh, the 33, you really want a 32 or a 34, and so they were cheaper, right? They were the cheaper the option.
And now it's nearly 4 times what I paid for it.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
which is good, but
it's good for you as an owner. Yeah.
Yeah, you still enjoy it too.
All right, up next, Nitro Slam. Thought I'd throw in a bit of drag racing news. Nitro Slam is ready to fire up this Saturday at the Perth Motorplex. So anyone over in WA, the Perth Motorplex this Saturday, January 29th, featuring the
if you're not in WA, you can't go and see it because
it is the border is closed. And unfortunately, I will add in this little bit of news. Unfortunately, that does mean the Top Fuels in WA have been cancelled.
Top
Fuel will not be going there.
Traveling to WA, so we missed out on Top Fuel up here in Queensland, and that's to be.
Jamie Wilnut says 4 times.
Change that plan and bring it back. 4 times. What did I miss there?
Maybe 4 times exclamation talking about me saying nearly 4 times the price of the Skyline.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't take me long to lose track.
Shane says I'm old Aussie muscle and my kids reckon I'm cheap.
Not appreciating it all, mate. So you know what would be good if the Top Fuel said, "Oh, well, we can't go to Perth, we'll go to Queensland."
Yeah, that'd be nice, but maybe I need to read the story in case that's in there. But I don't think it was.
So I think we would have heard about it.
I feel like there would be another story. Yeah. But yes, so this weekend, the Direct Mining International SummerSlam The BME Speed Talk WA Nitro Max Series Dragon Bikes Nitro Bike, 150 of WA's toughest sportsman races, and an exciting pit party bringing fans up close and personal with their favourite racing heroes.
See how the says lol WA face palm. So they did work FIFO in and out of WA for a long time, and
Yeah.
but he's not trying to deal with that now.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got on this? You got more of the story there, Glenn? I was listening.
The event will well and truly deliver fans their Nitro fix with 9 Nitro Funny cars, dragsters, and alters hitting the track for the BME Speed Talk WA Nitro Max Series, alongside 9 of the highly popular top door slammers for the Direct Money International Summer Slam, plus a host of other impressive races for a big day and night of racing thrills. One of the door slammer competitors taken to the track for Saturday's event is Pino Priolo, who heads to the Nitro Slam with the might of an exciting new major partner behind him. Artist impression of what Pino Priolo's top door slam will look like with the new Mater signage at Nitro Slam. At the Golden States in late 2021, Priolo made his comeback after a year away due to work commitments and building a new house, and was competitive straight away, going all the way to the finals. Having now joined forces with global heavy equipment maintenance provider Mater Group, he is keen to go one better at this weekend's event to provide an exciting welcome for his new backer. To partner with Mater is very exciting. They are maintenance specialists who provide tooling, people, and expertise to keep mining and civil equipment powering 24/7. We are thrilled to be able to announce this partnership, Priolo said. I want to thank Mater Group, Mater Group founder Luke Mater, CEO and Executive Director Justin Newich, and marketing managers Natasha Marty and Ariel Rowlands for all the hard work they have put into our new relationship. At the last round of the Direct Mining International Summer Slam at the Golden States, I was the runner-up, so we will be trying to go one better for a perfect way to welcome Mater to our team. What's up, Gypsy? G'day, how you going? Nance has just seen on the news tonight that fuel will be over $2 a litre. Wow. Very expensive.
Where's that?
Fuel's going to be over $2 a litre.
Oh, really?
Saw it on the news tonight.
That sucks.
But yeah, this will be a massive weekend. On-track action for the House and Land Expert Nitro Slam will commence from 11 a.m. with qualifying ahead of the main feature program from 5:30 p.m. till 10 p.m. The pit party will be held at 4 p.m. in the pit area. For more information or to buy tickets, head to the motorplex.com.au website.
Okay. So they're just canning that top fuel round?
Yes. I don't have that news story in, but yes, that was the consensus from the title of the news story.
That sucks. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a good event. At least there's some drag racing still happening for those that are within the state.
Yep.
A long way to travel for anyone to get there anyway. Interesting. What other comments you got there? Did I miss much, mate?
I think they're just chatting to each other and talking about that fuel. Johnny says, holy moly, might be cheaper to run methanol soon.
Might be.
Well,
the petrol going up in value, Matty. Sure.
Yeah.
I think everything has. There's nothing cheap. There's no real cheap cars out there. Best I saw today. I watch a lot of Marketplace, but the best I saw today was a rolling shell of a panel van. Oh, for 16 grand.
Jeez. Huggy says Dad used to buy XYs to run to work. $500 was expensive. If they hit a roo, it would go to the crusher. They would buy another, all painted flat black.
True.
Okay, Trevor Smith says E85 is cheaper. Shane says, is anyone keen on doing a 2-night visit to Sydney to check out Top Fuel this winter? Group deal, pit passes, grand EXT.
Yep, I would.
That would be cool.
I'd go down. Yeah, I'd fly down and have a look at that. Why not? fly down. We could do a road trip even.
Mm-hmm.
We'll, we could road trip at horror bus and hey,
Yeah.
we'll drive down. That'd be an interesting trip. There might be some content in that, Tyler.
Might be.
Yeah. Hey, the OTL
Top
top
fuel or
trip.
bust.
Top fuel or bust. I like that idea. What do you reckon, Shane? Do you reckon you're on this? It would just be, my bag's not driving.
Southie says sounds dangerous.
I'm in the back with the esky.
Huggy says pick me up on the way through.
We could do
That'd be
that.
part of it all, making all the stops, picking everyone up.
Or a booze bus, Trev. Yeah. Yeah, I'd certainly do it. No road trips with the price of fuel. So
Sounds good, Shane.
check out some options and some dates. Matty Crick, do we see the VS SS Panther Mica manual for sale for 55,000? No, I didn't see that. Shane, yes, let's do it. I'm keen. I'll definitely do that. Less than an hour from the track, Scotty, where you are. There you go. We're missing James tonight. Hi, James.
He was here at the start. He did say g'day, I think.
I missed him. I did miss it. I said, oh, no, James. You were missing someone?
Matty Crick says passenger Dave, I'd be in it. Roy says I'm in Auburn. Want to be there.
Swing by Vic. That might be a little out of the way, Shane. Maybe we could, there'd be another bus heading from that side coming across. Meet us there. I found a hotel the other day. I like the look of the Blue Cattle Dog Hotel, Tyler. I think that was 6 minutes away from the track. That was a good option. You didn't
6
like
minutes.
That one? It's like about 6 minutes away. Blue Cattle.
It's further away than the one we were at. We booked in at.
It was a pub. It had a bar and. Hey? You didn't like that idea? I thought you were doing that to get
I was
me
just
out.
looking at prices.
I thought you just saw that it was in a pub and went, nah, that's not good.
I think they didn't offer multiple rooms for us or multiple beds, so we all had to share a bed together.
That's scary. You just got to book it in 2 different lots, Tyler. Not all at once. Don't type in 4 adults. Type in 2 and then 2.
I did 4 adult, 2 rooms.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. We'll work it out. Road trip. This is
We're
things we end up with.
We're already booked in, so.
Yeah, these are the things, but not for that. Not for
No, not for that. We're booked in for
these are
something
things
else.
we come up with on a live show where we get off topic and just chat. See, we end up
Patchy reception for James tonight, says Mum. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Roy says no farting on the bus.
Now we've ended up with a road trip to the top fuel drags. I think that's a great idea. I think we've come up with a cracker. Well done, guys. Well done.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's talk this next story.
Alrighty.
All right. Talking about new car stock shortages because, of course, this has been going on for a while now. It's the semiconductor shortage. It's continuing. It's continuing.
Well, I'm pretty sure they said it was going to take them a fair while.
Mm-hmm.
Catch up on
it says the stock shortages to continue into 2023 as the semiconductor crisis deepens. New car delivery delays are tipped to continue well into 2023, according to a new report out of the US, citing vehicle production forecasts from around the world. The delays are being caused by the ongoing global semiconductor shortage, which is forcing factories to slow or stop assembly lines as they wait for essential components to arrive. Combined with the ongoing global COVID-19 pandemic, which has increased employee absenteeism at car factories, supply of new motor vehicles is expected to remain constrained for at least another year.
It's pretty crazy actually that these little bloody chips can halt so much, right?
Mm,
Do we that we're so reliant on them?
yeah.
It's yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Jamie Wheelnut
Um,
says, I'm 50 in March. I say that for context only. My lifelong friend sold his 2-litre Escort in the early 90s for $50. All relative, though. The Escort buyer at the time may have thought he paid a fiver too much.
I remember driving a mate's Escort around for a while, and I think that was worth about $200, and it was actually a good, fun little car to drive. And but today,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be worth a fortune. You couldn't sell it for $200 back then. So, it was a fun car to drive, though.
But yeah, this is talking Toyota's forecast a loss in production of 65,000 vehicles just this month.
How many?
65,000.
Yeah, right. Just because they can't produce them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Liam, who lives with us, he's a car salesman, and he sells quite a few cars, but he doesn't deliver many at the moment because he's got to sell cars to people that they've got to wait a year for or 6 months because they just can't get them.
That must make it pretty hard for his job, right?
Yes. But in saying that, because most places are all the same, it's not too bad in that sense because most places are also having issues.
You'd consider going secondhand, like
Yeah.
maybe I don't want that new car. I'll go secondhand because I want it now. Like, I guess everyone's a little different, but I know for myself,
See your
when I decide I
dads.
want something, I want it then. Motorfest Redcliffe Saturday. So
There you
dads will be up there.
go.
That's
Shane says Shane says I can organise a bus, but if it's for more than 10 passengers from memory, we need a bus licence, in which case I've got a bloke and a coach.
Oh, okay. We'll talk, Shane. We'll work something out. So, this could be, it could be good fun. Oh, why the hell not? Why shouldn't we get down and enjoy it? And I think
Mm-hmm.
there'd be a group of us that would definitely go. I think we could definitely get 10 of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'd crack more than that, but why the hell not? Good little trip away, something a little bit different, because there's no bloody Top Fuel in Queensland. So
Mm-hmm.
our only opportunity would be to go down and see something. And we didn't see any last year. It's been a while.
Yep.
It's been a while. Yeah. It's something a bit different. Never had a boys' trip to the Top Fuel, so
Mm-hmm.
it's usually the footy or something else. So,
Yep. A great OTL road trip. Exactly right, Trev.
I like this idea. I like this. We need some content too, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What? I think Dad sort of just touched on where he's going for the weekend. Tyler, what events
Mm-hmm.
do we have?
What events do we
This
have on?
weekend?
Well, let's have a chat about it. What have we got? What have I got in the calendar? Outcast Cruise to Peninsula Motorfest. That's on Saturday. Let me bring up the big list that
Hang
I
on,
have
Friday,
here.
Friday night. There's
Yeah, I'm getting the
Willowbank's
list.
on
Hang
Friday
on.
night.
Yes, there's TGIF. It's a new event out at Willowbank this Friday.
We need to support these, so
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's going to be a monthly thing if
Yep.
they get the following. Do you know much about it?
Not really, no.
No, I thought you might be quicker at googling than me. That was my hint.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I just don't know much about it at this second. I was getting the
No,
rest of the events up so I can start rattling them off in a moment.
Not good enough, mate. Not good enough.
It's a test and tune. Test your street machine.
Friday night test and tune. We wanted more test and tunes. That's good. So
And $60 racer entry.
$60. That's
Yeah.
not bad. $60 is pretty good value.
And it's street registered vehicles only. So no IHRA
yes.
licensed vehicles.
Okay. Worth checking out. Out. Gary says, why don't we have an option to have basic cars without all the electronics? I was thinking that while we were just mentioning. I was thinking, would there be like this turnaround in the market where we don't have all this stuff and you don't have Apple CarPlay and stuff like that? But they're so reliant on it, I think, now for their safety measures that I think they're stuck, that they were in a point where they wouldn't take that
Jason
step back.
Tompkins, g'day.
G'day, buddy. Yeah, I don't think they'd take that backward step.
No. See you, Matty Crick.
See, mate. So yeah, TGIF out at Friday nights out at Willowbank. Worth checking out that one.
6 p.m. The weekly American Diner Co-Car Meet at Woodell Street Inaugura, 4:30 p.m. Cruise into the Emporium Rock and Roll Milk Bar, Old Petrie Town, Whiteside, 5 p.m. 5:30 p.m. is Munchies at Elizabeth Street.
That sounds like
Acacia
a
Ridge.
cruise. What was that? The Old Petrie Town Milk Bar.
Emporium Rock and Roll Milk Bar, starting at Old Petrie Town, Whiteside, I think.
Have to check that out. That sounds like a cool spot.
It looks like a cool spot too.
Yeah.
Just did a quick Google. Old school looking place. On the Saturday, we got 6:45 a.m. start of the Sunset Run Cars and Coffee Boatworks Drive Coomera. 7 a.m. you got the Donut Derelicts at Old Petrie Town, Whiteside, which might also be at the Emporium Rock and Roll Milk Bar, maybe, because that's also in Old Petrie Town, Whiteside. Cars and Coffee.
On the Willowbank, the site says TGIF for Friday 28th January has been cancelled.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sucks because I was going to go to that.
Yeah.
I mentioned that to you too, that I was going to go check that out. That one, that's one off. This is what ends up happening.
Do you notice that it's cancelled, but the book ticket still works? Oh no, they have taken it off the book tickets. There's still a book tickets button on that page though.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Yep, that is unfortunate. It's another third week in a row now that events at Willowbank have been cancelled.
Yeah. Well,
first one was COVID. Last week was rain, and then this one is I'm not sure. There's nothing announced about that other than what it says there. It's been cancelled.
I'm guessing they didn't get the numbers. Like they obviously got to get enough people interested to make it worthwhile. So that's a real bummer.
Yep.
I don't know whether there's something we can do to try and promote that more and get that going for them. But we'll see what happens.
Cars and Coffee at Caffeine Cowboys, Lars Road, Ormo. Peninsula Motorfest, Pelican Park, Hornybrook, Esplanade, Clontarf. 8:30 a.m. is the Brisbane Big Boys Toys Expo at the Brisbane Showgrounds, Bowen Hills. 3 p.m. Yep. I think you was talking about potentially heading up there as well.
Yeah, I think I just thought it would be good to go check out because just something a little bit different. I have to have a little bit of a look at the event, but I imagine that's a Big Boys Toys thing, so there's going to be all sorts of stuff there, right? Like cars and bikes and boats. It's a bit of everything, right? It's not just a car show. It's an expo thing, isn't it?
The Brisbane Big Toys Boys Expo. Boats, camping, fishing, cars, 4x4, caravans, jet skis, sports trucks, hobbies, classic cars, and everything man cave.
a lot of stuff to check out. I don't know. Something a little bit different. It's not. It'd be more of a vlog thing for us because it's not like it's something we go to and interview people about their cars.
Mm.
So it'd be more of a vlog thing, just us going and checking something out. I
Yep.
don't know if people want to see a video of that.
I don't know. Let us know in the chat
But-
right now, guys, if you like the
Nice.
idea of that. Test and Tune at Willowbank is on 4:30 p.m. Willowbank Raceway. 3 p.m. you got Toowoomba Region Retro Cruise Night Club Pittsworth Short Street in Pittsworth. One for you, Johnny.
Yep.
4 p.m. is the Saturday's big night out, Monday's Cafe Wild Mint Drive Jim Boomba. We were going to check that one out.
It's the other one. Yep.
Yep. You've also got Gold Coast Bike Night on at 142 Siganto Drive, Helensvale. And 5:30 p.m. This is January Mega Meet at Accelerate Church, Business Drive Narangba. And at 7 p.m. is Endless Nights across pristine DFO Airport Drive, Brisbane Airport. I hear that's a pretty big one as well. Gets a lot of nice cars to that one. So the bike night as well. Trying to work out where that is. It's not at Game Over, but a little bit further down the road by the looks of it. Just based on a Google.
Gypsy, the events are
Mark's
listed.
Workshop, g'day. Yep, overtakinglane.com.au/events. There's events on there.
On the website. Yep. So easy for everyone to get on. G'day, Mark. Late again, mate. Busy man.
Sunday, 30th of January, 6:30 a.m. Cars and Coffee at Rick's Garage, Palmwoods. 7 a.m.'s Caffeine Gasoline at Espresso 25 Boatworks Drive, Coomera. Usually a pretty good one there. Yep. Cars and Coffee Family Day at Bang and Beans Cafe in Rainbow Street in Sandgate. 8 a.m. is the Cars, Bikes and Coffee at Tilly's Cafe in Moore. 8:30 a.m. Brisbane Big Boys Toys Expo, the second day out there. 8:30 a.m. High Speed Driving at Lakeside Park Raceway. And 10 a.m. is the Rods Inc. Day Cruise to Mick Handfling Park Kawongbar, leaving from their club rooms at 16 Birchill Street in Loganholme. And 11:30 a.m. is the Royal Auto Styling Open Day at Bailey Crescent in Southport.
I think there's something that says car guys like coffee a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know what I've noticed? There's a lot of opportunity for... Oh, it doesn't work, actually. Never mind. They're just promoting drink driving. I was thinking cars and beers. You can't really do that.
can't do that.
Cars and a beer.
Maybe. Taylor says, what's the Helensvale one?
The Helensvale one is a bike meet at Siganto Drive.
Oh, yeah. That's a bike night, is it?
Yep.
Yep.
Jamie Wilnut says, I spoke with Dave 3 times today, a little disappointed with myself having exceeded my daily Dave quota by 3-fold. Tomorrow's another day.
That's so true, mate. So true. We'll limit you. Was Joe's on this weekend, Tyler?
I'm not sure.
I thought it was, but maybe it's not because Peninsula Motor Fest is on. Right. This, something I saw. I thought Joe's was on as well.
Next one is Saturday, the 5th of February.
Week after. I'm getting my weeks mixed up. I don't know, because there's Willowbank as well for the... That must be the 5th, Saturday the 5th as well, Willowbank, yeah? For Diesel Assault.
Yep, that's next weekend.
Which we'll be heading out to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay.
Yep, you'll be racing.
Yeah, time to go racing. In my diesel Integra.
You could do cars and beers, but it'd have to be a camp night. You'd have to camp there. Or like stay over. You couldn't do cars and beers and then drive home.
Well, you just got to take a driver.
Yeah.
Bring a designated driver.
Yeah.
Like you're a whole marketing ploy. Bring your Deso driver. Enjoy car beers.
Yep.
Next weekend, Reaper's talking about shows. Yep, thanks, mate. All right, well, I guess Tyler.
Reaper says think it would make a great video. Scotty S says, yeah, do it. Vlogs seem to work for other channels.
Oh, that's something a bit different. We'll just go up there and check it out and see what see what cool shit we can find. I think that's what it's got to be about, right? If we do it. Here he is, legend James. Thanks, mate.
Crazy VN says, anyone know how Marf is, please? Not sure. We haven't spoken to him for a little while.
Haven't heard from Marf, but hopefully he's all good. I noticed he was commenting in the Sydney live stream when I watched it back today. I wasn't on there live, so I couldn't chat with him.
Yeah.
Did see him chatting in there.
See you, Rob. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Cars and beers, the barbecue at Danks. We could do cars and beers at OTL. Once we build the big shed, we'll build a big shed, and then that's some content for the channel there, building a big shed. And then we can have cars and beers.
Yep.
Okay. So, thank you. Thanks, Shane. Night, everyone. I think we call it a night. And wrap up right about there. And we'll go check out Big Boys Toys, see what cool shit we can find. We'll check out, I think, Mondays.
Yep.
Well, on Saturday night. TGIF was on the cards, but that one's going to be off the cards.
Yep.
So let's see what we can do. Maybe we'll find something cool out there, Reaper. You're right. Maybe we'll find something cool out there. Who knows what we end up? We might come home with something.
Maybe. Never know.
Find out in the video.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.
Stay in that right lane.